Hey guys, it's Ranger Bunny, and I just wanted to share with you another exciting campground review. Today I am in Olympic National Park, where I stopped off at Heart of the Hills and I am checking out the campground, which already is very impressive. It's a pretty large campground. It's super accessible from the Hurricane Ridge entry point, and there's so many things to do here that this is a great place to base your camp. I am already impressed and I haven't even got started yet. But before we move on to our campground review and showing you guys around Olympic National Park, I do want to share with you our sponsor of today's video, Banner and Oak. Thanks to the dirt, I was able to connect with Banner and Oak on a series of hats that they have allowed me to try out on this particular adventure that I've been on, and so far I have some great feedback. With this hat in particular, I love it because it has this nice green camo color without being camo, if that makes sense. It goes great with my leggings and provides me with a good staple to go from campground to campground, which is really nice. But there are some other benefits to bringing a hat with you, and I've talked about this a little bit on my blog, but why not expand on it a little bit more here? Number one, it's going to keep the heat in your head whenever you have a solid back hat like this one, which is great for a chilly day like today. It feels like fall, and I'm needing to reserve some of that heat. Yeah. Another thing that a hat does is going to provide you with a little bit of shade. So on a super bright day, I'm not going to have to worry about having quite as much glare, which is awesome. I always wear sunglasses, but I double up with a hat sometimes also. Another thing, it keeps my hair from doing this little weird scarecrow thing, which is really nice. So anybody who says that women don't wear hats, you should check into it. It's pretty amazing for travel. As you can see, this is a standard campsite at this location. Lush, beautiful, green, amazing. I like that the tables over here are not those little ones that are going to get all warped and bent. Nope, these are going to be nice, sturdy tables. So you can fit the entire family here. This is a long bench, which is really awesome. But what's that I see? What's that? That is a bear warning. That's going to tell you about all the things you need to know about bears. And this one has kind of seen better days. But there are also signs posted saying basically the same thing. So for those of you who are not familiar with the rules of bears, there's a few simple things that you need to know. You need to utilize bear boxes or bear cans. It's super important. Anything that smells like anything that could be food to them, they're going to come up and be a little curious. And if you have a little bear, that's scary enough. But if you get the big mama jama bear, no, you don't want that. So basically, that is telling you a little bit more about all the things that you need to be containing in your bear can or bear box, and also that you need to keep your food at a distance away from where you're sleeping. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but if you saw some of the bear claw things that I've seen along the way, you wouldn't even question this. Now, other things that are going to be featured in this campground are going to be our standard fire ring / grill. This is the combo version. Sometimes you see separate versions, and those are cool, but this one is the combo version. So you have the grill up top, the fire ring is below. You can basically cook anything that you want, heat up water, depending on your skill level. I do recommend you bring your own stuff to put in here though, because everything around here is super damp, and I did see a sign saying don't harvest from the forest. So yeah, this campsite right there, it looks like they have left some firewood and it's nicely chopped. So I can't tell if it came from here or not, but yeah, you definitely need firewood. With that being said, the reason I recommend you bring your own is because normally there's a firewood station over here. However, right now there is no firewood. So unless you're wanting to find it in a different location in the park, which not really sure as to where that would be, yeah, I'd bring my own. Definitely bring my own. The last thing about the sites themselves is, depending on what kind of rig that you have, there are a variety of different pull-ins. So like this one would be designed for something like my car. I would definitely stay at this campsite because there's plenty of room for me by myself. Yeah. But if I was in a larger rig, I would probably want to go to one of these that's over here that I'll show you in just a minute. They do have pull-through as well as back-end sites. You can be here with a tent or a big RV. And what are these? Well, these are bear boxes. So these are super simple to use. You just place your hand inside, like that, and there you go. As you can see, somebody's using it currently. They do have potable water at this campground also. You can tell that it's potable because you will have a blue, that's right, blue spigot versus red, which is non-potable. Each campground is different how you check in, and I like how they do it here. This is very similar to the National Seashore. So basically what you do is you have a receipt that you put into your slot. This allows people who are coming in at night to see what is and is not available. So you can find these in here, in this little container, and it just looks like this. You fill it out, you put your money in it, and then you drop it into here. You're going to put the little slip into here, and you're good to go. When I am visiting currently, there is a men's and women's restroom, but they are not open, so they have actually brought in these porta potties. Not my perfect thought process on what I want to go and use, but it works. They're having some things that they're improving, so until that's finished, then porta potty it is. Now let's drive through camp and see what's available. What kind of campsites we might find, I don't know. To share with you the difference between a back-in site like what we looked at, or a pull-in site, and a pull-through site. This is a huge difference, guys, so take notes. Okay, so I am walking to the exit point right now. See how far I am away from the car right now? So the pull-through sites, you're going to have this much space plus a whole nother side. So you could literally put a huge RV in here very comfortably and still be able to detach from it and move on with your vehicle around the park. The other amenities are the same. So you're still going to have your standard picnic table and your fire/grill, but it's the space for your rig that is what's really important. Look at this, all of this room. So that is what a pull-through site looks like here. There's also pull-off sites, which have about the same amount of room as that first site that I looked at. So, huge difference though. There are no extra amenities. There's no sewage dump, and there is definitely no electricity or water at individual sites. So you do have to kind of find a water spigot, and yeah. While visiting Olympic National Park, there are so many things that you will want to do, and it's just insane the amount of things that you can get yourself into. But it all starts here in your backyard of your campground with the Heart of the Forest Trail. It's a 2-mile trail that leads out from Loop E. So once you come into the campground, you can either park your car at the trailhead or leave your car at your spot and come on down, and here we are right here. So peaceful, so amazing. This is an amazing way to just wake up in the morning, take your coffee with you, and have a stroll in the leisurely areas of Olympic National Park. That is a huge mushroom. So overall, what are your thoughts at home on this wonderful, amazing campground in Olympic National Park? For only $20 a night, this too could be yours.